Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters, I am the relationship miracle worker. I don't know how many of you know that, but I even have a book, Cracking the Relationship Code, and you can check my website, relationshipmiracleworker.com. So, that's to tell you, if there's one thing I know about, it's relationships. I also know that there are relationship miracle workers. No, relationship miracles. Real miracles of relationships. Would you like to know about any?
Yes.
Well, I can tell you one that's related to how to deal with difficult people. How many of you here have known or presently have difficult people in your life? Duh. Now, I'm not talking about the ones at home. I'm not talking about the ones you love. I'm talking about everybody else. So it could be, the worst ones are the ones that you see on a regular basis. It could be at work. It could be at the gym. It could be at church. People that you know on a regular basis, when they're difficult, it's difficult. I could give you a PowerPoint on this, but that's boring. So I prefer to tell you a story from my own life. Does that sound good? It better be, because that's what I got. This is truly a story from my own life. It's been a few years now that I was doctoring. Before a medical issue, I was going to a doctor on a pretty regular basis. And as a result, I got to know one of the nurses. She was the quintessential nurse. She was awesome. She knew what she was doing, and she did it professionally. Besides that, she was charming, she was fun, and she was a decent person. So I would see her every couple of weeks, and we would talk, and she would talk about her life, blah, blah, blah. I would talk about my life, blah, blah, blah. And somewhere in the middle of this conversation, invariably, she would say, "Mrs. Singer, I love my job." Every time, it not necessarily in the same spot, every time, "Mrs. Singer, I love my job," which was charming. And it's nice when somebody likes their job, okay? But then there was this one day that I came to the office and she talked, I talk, and then she said, "Mrs. Singer, I love my job and I'm looking for a new one." What? "Mrs. Singer, we have a new supervising nurse. That nurse is horrible. Did I tell you? She's horrible. She's horrible. Everybody hates her. The whole office is just awful to be in." Marigold, you know what I do. I teach how to deal with difficult people. Why don't you ask me about it? "She's too horrible." Marigold, I'm going to give you a quick course in this conversation, and I'm going to end up telling you what you need to do next. And you're going to do it. She was not happy. But I gave her my story. This is the course. And blah, 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 blah. This is what you need to do. You need to give that woman a compliment every day. She said a compliment. No, not a compliment. A compliment. An teeny beeny little compliment. That's all. I like your shoelaces. That's cool. I like the picture frame on your desk. You don't have to like the picture. I like the picture frame. Only thing, you must believe what you say. It can't be BS. It has to be real. You have to like those shoelaces. She was not happy. I said, listen, you'll do that. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. We'll talk. I come back in a couple of weeks. She says, Mrs. Singer, I couldn't find one nice thing to think about that woman. But I knew you'd be mad at me. So I found something. The second day, I had run out of things. But I found something because I knew you'd be mad at me. And so it went. She gave the woman a compliment every day. So, okay, Marigold, how did it go? Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. I said, Marigold, that's awesome. From horrible, at least you just don't know. It's an improvement. Okay, keep going. I'll be back. So in a couple of weeks, I come back, and she said, Mrs. Singer, you cannot believe what happened. Okay, tell me. Well, one of the other nurses came up to me and said, Marigold, what's with Nurse Ratched? You know that's what. So Marigold says, what do you mean? What's with her? Well, she's nice. She's actually nice to the whole nursing staff. She's even nice to the doctors. I don't know what's going on. And wait, that's the story. That's the miracle. Oh, okay, you're looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. Let's start with Nurse Ratched. Well, she's no longer Nurse Ratched. She's now the supervising nurse. What do we know about her? We don't know anything. Maybe her husband's dying. Maybe her mother has Alzheimer's and is living with her. Maybe it's her mother-in-law. We don't know. If she's grouchy to everybody, chances are things are not good in her life. Okay? So that takes care of the supervising nurse. Now we have Marigold. Marigold is being victimized. She's letting herself being victimized. It's a job she loves and she wants to leave it. How can she let somebody do that to her? So, what does she do? She gives a woman a compliment a day. Okay, so that tiny little compliment in that dark life of this woman is like a little tea light. You know, a little tea light is really bright when it's dark. And then another tea light, and then another tea light. Eventually, the darkness lightens up. So the supervising nurse has not changed, but her environment has changed. And we respond to our environment. So now, she has a different environment. Marigold, what has happened to Marigold? Marigold has gone from this horrible woman to a woman. That's all you need. That's all you need. And as a result, she's no longer a victim, and she's taken this whole office, she's become the leader, created a whole environment for the whole office. From victim to leader. Tell me that that's not a relationship miracle. Mr. Toastmaster.
At the very end, it was